Interior church, Los Santos, Chile night. At the altar of the dimly lit church, a lone priest, Father Dominic, lights candles and prays as the strong wind blows outside, creating the shutters and roof, while sounding like whispers. Only a handful of villagers kneel in the pews to pray to the hand-carved likeness of Jesus on the cross. Father Dominic prepares the communion wine, says his prayers, and takes the first drink. Exterior coffee shop, day. Matt, a past his prime TV reporter with a drinking problem, heads toward the door. A homeless man sits at the curb. Matt hands him a $5 bill and a nip bottle as he heads into the shop. Exterior coffee shop, day. Moments later, Matt can be seen getting 2 cups of coffee, walking out the door and handing one to the homeless man who takes it, and adds the contents of his little nip bottle to the cup. He raises his cup in a salute of thanks. Interior television station office, day. Matt enters with his cup of coffee. He stops to pop some aspirin tablets before continuing toward his desk in the bullpen. Gary, a veteran network news executive, motions through his office window for Matt to come into his office. Matt walks over and enters Gary's office, still sipping his coffee.
How's your Spanish?
Rusty. My French, Arabic, and Russian are better.
Matt, pack your bag. You're heading to South America. That better be coffee in your cup.
Yeah, just strong black coffee.
I've got an assignment for you. It's a follow-up piece to a big story that our network and every other news organization covered about 10 years ago.
Gary drops a fat file folder in front of Matt, who opens it up, scanning its photos, news clippings, photocopies, reprints of original newspaper and magazine coverage with artist diagrams of the mine shaft and pictures. Matt quickly examines the photos of the families and rescuers on the surface over the 2 weeks of drilling the rescue shaft. Photos of miners being pulled to the surface and reuniting with their families. News video captures of the rescue, etc. One of the dirty bearded miners has a cross placed around his neck when he is greeted after emerging from the rescue capsule.
I remember this. I was on an assignment at a refugee camp in the Mideast at the time. Even Al Jazeera covered this story.
A decade ago, the world held its breath while rescuers drilled down into the earth to 30 trapped Chilean miners in some god-forsaken mountain village called Los Santos. I want you to do a Where Are They Now follow-up that viewers will just have to watch.
Can't you just send the new kid or one of your talking head anchors down there to do a feel-good fluff piece?
I could, if I wanted a feel-good, non-journalistic fluff piece full of crap. Do I look like I need a fluffer? I need a seasoned reporter. Are the miners happy with their lives? Do they suffer from PTSD? Find out what happens to the saints after the miracle is over. You've got the skills to give me the unexpected. I want to run it as a series every evening for a week.
I'll do my best.
I want your old, stone-sober best, not your recent best. If your piece can't win an Emmy, you're fired. Meeting's over. Don't let me down. And see Mary on the way out. She's got all that research on a thumb drive for you, along with your tickets, travel itinerary, and the contact info for a local camera guy, Carlos Oviedo. He'll also be your driver.
Gary heads out the door to Mary's desk with Matt. Mary has everything ready for him, including a pill bottle of iron supplements.
Your flight leaves at 7 this evening. I used some company miles and got you upgraded to first class for the long flight to Santiago. You'll connect to a regional cargo hauler to take you up to the Atacama region, where the village of Los Santos is, and where the old mine is located. You'll be at altitude, so drink plenty of water to stay hydrated, and take these iron supplements to increase your red blood cells' ability to process oxygen. Oh, and you're going to need your aspirin, too, until you get used to the altitude. Trust me on that.
Thanks, Mary. You're the best. I'll send you an email when I arrive.
Matt takes out an iron tablet and then barrows a sip of Mary's coffee to swallow it down. Gary looks at Matt as he walks away from Mary's desk back into his office.
This is not a vacation. It's your last chance, Matt. Don't let me down. I'm counting on you. Bring me back a story like you used to.
Gary gets back to work at his desk.
He's put his job on the line for you. Don't let him down. If you screw this one up, he's fired too.
I won't let you down. You'll get a good story.
The old Matt only delivered great stories.
Interior Matt's apartment. Matt packs for trip in his messy apartment while talking on his cell phone.
Sorry, I have to cancel our date for tomorrow. I have to travel out of town for an assignment. South America. No, I'm not blowing you off. Promise. Look, I'll take you out for an expensive dinner with a couple of bottles of a very nice wine as soon as I get back. Okay. I should have this wrapped up and be back in a week.
We see industry news awards, Emmy, Peabody, Pulitzer, etc. Photos of Matt in foreign locations, along with photos of Matt with his dead wife, and finally, a black-draped photo of her on a shelf next to an URN with her ashes. Matt throws clothes into a well-worn carry-on bag, along with a paper notebook and a laptop. Matt kisses his fingertips and touches his wife's urn before leaving the apartment,